Gonna do some damage. Boomtown.
Dun, 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 dun. See, this is where normally I'm going to have like a nice, cool, what they call an animated bumper. And an animated bumper is going to kind of transition us from one segment to the next. And so in the future, we're going to say, just like kind of, like a late night television show. And now for the top of the leaderboard. Dun, 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 dun. Leaderboards. Here we go. So as you can see at this very moment, which is 3:21 p.m., Friday, May 29th, 2015, this is the top of the leaderboard. Now, last week, I didn't even notice it, but we had Huvenar was outdone by another player live on the show. So that just shows the volatility of the leaderboard and how much it can move up and down just based on players' attendance or players' activity. So it also, there's a lot of strategy that goes into medal count. Players actually do encourage going down in medal count sometimes just to kind of get back into like gathering resource mode and maybe stepping back up. I don't know if I agree with that strategy, but there are some strategies out there that deploy that way. But anyway, jumping back into the leaderboards, top player style, let's take a look at number one. Number one is Red from the Billionaire Boys Club. Red is sporting right now 29,332 medals in Empires and Allies. Let's take a little closer look at Red, the current leaderboard winner. Top leaderboard spot holder of Empires and Allies. We can see here he got some crazy wall design here. A lot of dome defense here. Leveled up 220, so clearly you are not going to want to mess with whatever is under the dome there. We can see down here that as far as his attacking troops go, most of his tarmacs, if not all, are leveled up to level 10, meaning that he's coming with a full arsenal against whoever comes in his warpath. Around HQ, we can see some guard towers, some rail guns, artillery, again, all leveled up to level 20. Well, I mean, maybe not everything, but metal rain is up to level 9, rail guns up to level 6. So clearly, Red here, HP level of or XP level of 65, and looks like his HQ is currently level 20, and he is part of the Billionaires Boys Club. 1,991 wins and 41 losses. Ouch! So this is somebody that you need to be looking out for if you plan on dominating the leaderboards here in Empires and Allies. Big shouts out to Red. Thank you so much. This person might not even know if they're on the show. That just is how exclusive, if you're watching this show, is. If you know Red, share this replay and let them know that we have called this player out as being a contender in Empires and Allies. Once again, Red, big shouts. We salute you from Empires and Allies. Let's jump back to the leaderboard. And now let's take a look at number two. Number two. BBOJ88. BBOJ88. Now let's BBOJ. Bad Boy Orange Juice 88. Maybe? You decide. So BBOJ88 from CNC Reborn, which I want to say big shouts to Command and Conquer Reborn. I know those guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at BBOJ88's base, and as we can see right here, top of the leaderboard with an HQ level of 20, dome defenses all around, metal rain level 9, railgun number 6 or level 6, guard towers all over. This is what a number 2 spot on the leaderboard base looks like currently in Empires and Allies. Very cool. Thank you very much, BBOJ88. And thank you for sharing. And yeah, he didn't really share. I just popped him out here in the leaderboard and see if I could highlight the top of the leaderboard. But this is what a number 2 base looks like, folks. We want to salute BBOJ88 from CNC Reborn. 2579 wins, 7,698 stars, currently in the Caribbean, and has a total medal count of 29,093. Keep an eye on these players, folks, because again, this leaderboard could go up and down in the course of this show. I mean, if you take a look at, red is only about 215-ish, 210 medals away. So we could see some volatility right here within the show. But let's go ahead and, before that happens, take a look at number 3. And big surprise, 2 folks from CNC Reborn are in the top of the leaderboard today. LaRock PH from CNC Reborn is number 3 with 29,078 medals. Big shouts to LaRock. Is that Ciroc? LaRock PH. Awesome. So now we're taking a look at what a number 3 on the leaderboard base looks like. And this is LaRock PH, CNC Reborn, 29,078 medals, 7,673 stars earned, currently battling North Latin America, and only 29 losses. I mean, this guy's in it to win it. I keep saying guy, it could be a girl, who knows? But LaRock PH is a contender in Empires and Allies. Let's take a little closer look at LaRock PH's base here from CNC Reborn. We can see, first of all, that I love the wall design. I love the fact that this has a lot of area in between the outer wall and HQ. Within the outer wall, there is just some mean defense. Metal rain, rail guns, Patriot missiles. This is not a base you want to come in lightly with. Clearly, I think that LaRock PH, but not only by being third on the leaderboard right now, but by just having such a well laid out base, comes ready to play. So this is what a number 3 on the leaderboard base looks like. LaRock PH from CNC Reborn. We salute you. Empires and Allies Live, Firepower Fridays. Thank you for playing, and we hope you're having fun. All right, folks, we're getting down to number 4 and number 5. And I think I just realized that in the future we need to go backwards. So next week, look out for that update, folks. We're counting down, but we're going to count up since I started this way. Up next is Beth 092444, Beth 092444 from the Aussie Army. Aussie Army is an alliance that we have seen much of in the leaderboards in the past. So I'm very excited to take a look at Beth 092444. I'm going to assume this is a her, but you never know, it could be a he too. Beth 092444, you are currently holding down number 4 on the leaderboard of Empires and Allies. This is what a number 4 on the leaderboard based on Empires and Allies looks like, folks. You can see some serious level design here. I see some similarity between this and the last base, just in regards of a nice outer wall structure and some serious defense within that inner wall. So those of you looking for base design ideas, this might be something you want to borrow from. Taking a little closer look around the base, we can see some dome defenses. Looks like I love the mine placement around the kind of key insertion points in places of the map that you kind of assume that maybe you think are open. That's where you want to put down some mines, because those are your last form of defense when you don't have any more buildings to kind of stick in that area to fend off the troops. So I love this base design. Beth 092444, 29,068 medals from the Aussie Army, 2,128 wins and 32 loss. We salute you here at Empires and Allies. Thank you very much for watching. And coming up on number 5 of the leaderboard, that's right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have no stranger to the show, Eric from Past the Duchies. Eric from Past the Duchies, thank you for being number 5 on today's leaderboard of Empires and Allies, with 2,705 wins, 29,045 medals. This man is in it to win it. Let's take a little closer look at Eric's base. Now we can see this is no stranger to this show. I want to say that Eric has been featured on the first 3 Firepower Fridays that we've had. So that's pretty exciting, I think. And honestly, should I call him out? Let's go and call him out. And this is how much I love my job and this part of the show. So I got a message here from Eric himself. That's right, people. Eric, number 5 on the message board, messaged me and sent me thanks for the YouTube clips. He likes it. Boom. I can't ask for any more. My job is, I feel fulfilled in my job responsibility, and I think we have shown that Eric's out there having fun with Empires and Allies. So sorry for calling you out there, buddy. I hope that's okay. We are doing a good enough job of calling you out on the leaderboard every week, so I suppose a private message to me thanking me for that isn't a big deal. But I want to call that out because I think that's awesome that he sent me a message, and I want to open that up to anybody out there. If you have a message to send me, please feel free and either shoot it to me on the Twitch site, maybe on the official forums, zingaplayerforums.com. Otherwise, hit me up on Twitter, Empires Allies. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the end in there, so it's Twitter at Empires Allies. And we can answer any questions you have there, pass along any feedback. But Eric from Past the Duchies holding down the number 5 leaderboard spot of Empires and Allies today. Thank you, and we salute you. Awesome base design. I'm not going to go into it because you know what? We've seen this 3 times in a row. Eric, you're killing it. Great job. And that's going to do it for us today. Now, just to give a little bit of a teaser, Huvenar with only 29,032 medals. You know what? I think one more base raid could have probably knocked Huvenar up into the top 5, but that's just how the cookie crumbles here on Firepower Fridays. We're only going to show you the top 5 bases, and number 6, you got some work to do to get up there. So again, everybody, thank you for tuning in. This is the top players section of Firepower Fridays Empires and Allies Live, and thank you Red BBOJ88, LaRock PH, Beth 092444, and Eric for being the top 5 players of the leaderboard. Huvenar, I hope to see you up there soon, buddy. That would be great to see 3 players from CNC Reborn in next week's Empires and Allies Live. All right, we're going to go ahead and get situated.